August 4th, 2025. I'm Jesse McCall here in Phnom Penh from the studio of Tor Young News, and want to bring you some important updates. I want to remind you that on July 28th, Cambodia and Thailand agreed to an unconditional ceasefire. At 7:50 a.m. on July 29th, 2005, the day after, 20 Cambodian troops who were tricked into a handshake photo op gesture by Thai troops were taken captive. In these 20 troops, 2 of them have been returned to Cambodia. Unfortunately, the 2 of them that were returned were in bad condition, both physical and mental condition, which brings very serious suspicion as to the treatment of the other remaining 18 soldiers. I want to point out that on August 2nd, 2 days ago, the Khaosat newspaper quoted Army spokesman of Thailand, General Wanchana Sawadi. This was 3 days ago on Friday, saying that when we return these 18 remaining soldiers, I'm sure that Cambodia will accuse us of mistreating them and of torturing them. But don't worry, we've already prepared the evidence. There is a call to, first of all, immediately release the 18 remaining captives that were captured after the ceasefire. There's also a call for international third-party monitoring as to the well-being of these 18 remaining soldiers. There's a request to both the United Nations as well as to the International Red Cross to be able to observe and evaluate the condition of these 18 remaining soldiers. The Cambodian people's hearts and prayers and concerns go towards these 18 remaining soldiers. And we cry out to the international community to put pressure on the Thai military to abide by the agreed upon ceasefire and release these remaining 18 soldiers. Like I said, the statement from the spokesman of the Thai military on Friday, 3 days ago now, where he said, "We know that when these soldiers are going to be repatriated, that Cambodians will accuse us of torture." This sounds like a premeditated, set-up scenario, narrative, and it's very concerning, the well-being of those 18 soldiers. If you look at previous news reports as well, there is no reason for the detaining and retaining of these 18 soldiers. Initially, the day after the 29th, on the 30th, 31st, there were statements saying, oh, we need to hold them a little bit longer for a little bit further questioning, a little bit further interrogation. But here we are now on August 4th. We've had 2 soldiers returned to us, one in serious mental condition and one in serious physical condition. And we demand that the 18 remaining soldiers are returned to Cambodia immediately. We also demand that there be international monitoring of the well-being of these soldiers in the interim, both from the United Nations as well as from the International Red Cross. And so there have been statements from the Cambodian Human Rights Committee, CHRC, that has appealed to the United Nations High Commission for Human Rights, as well as has called out to the International Committee of the Red Cross to ask for third-party visitors to be able to visit these detained soldiers. So this is very important for the international community to understand there is a false narrative coming out from Thailand that they are respecting international law, international human rights. They are the peace lovers. But unfortunately, actions speak much louder than words. And the abuses to human rights, the violations of the ceasefire, and the excuse after excuse after excuse for not releasing these 18 soldiers is becoming very tiring. And we call on the international community as well as the Thai military to immediately release these Cambodian soldiers. In other news, as you would have heard yesterday, last night here in Cambodia time, there was a press release from the Ministry of National Defense as to very concerning troop movements as well as perceived intentions of another attack on Cambodia. At this moment, things remain calm and things remain peaceful. And at the same time, the Cambodian military and people are on high alert as well. And so this one is something that we will continue to follow. Cambodia desires peace. There has been a massive national and international outcry for peace, which Cambodia is vying for, and we are not interested in any trickery. We are not interested in any false narratives coming from Bangkok or from Thailand, but we do desire peace. And our thoughts and prayers go to the families affected on the border areas, as well as the military that are currently on high alert. We put out a message to both Thailand and the international community for Thailand to abide by the ceasefire that was agreed upon on July 28th. Also want to point out that today, August 4th, is an important day. As we speak right now, we have the Joint Border Committee that has arrived in Malaysia for 3 days of talks and negotiations with the Thai counterparts. And so the General Border Committee has arrived safely in Malaysia and prepare for scheduled meetings starting today through the 6th, as well as the extraordinary session to be held on the 7th. And so this is a momentous week, and everyone's desire is that we can get back to peace, we can get back to our normal livelihoods. Nobody needs to take anything from anybody. Cambodia only desires to protect our sovereign territory. And so we are expecting and anticipating that these talks will go very well. Like I mentioned, the situation on the border right now is calm as we speak, but yet the troops are on high alert, and Cambodia expresses its firm and absolute commitment to the unconditional ceasefire, as well as through resolution, through dialogue, as well as third-party mediation. Also want to mention that the international monitors from ASEAN nations, as well as other nations, began their journey to the border regions yesterday, and by this time we'll have arrived at the border regions for at least 2 weeks of very close-up monitoring in the conflict areas. And Cambodia welcomes this. Cambodia has been the initiator of this international monitoring, and we have nothing to hide, and very much welcome third-party monitoring to observe and also to witness Cambodia's stance for peace and respect for the ceasefire. Finally, before we close this morning. Also want to point out that Samdech Techo Hun Sen, the president of the Senate of Cambodia, former Prime Minister of Cambodia, I think everyone here in Cambodia always appreciates the personal close-up aspects and glimpses into his life, which we're able to get here in Cambodia, and helps us realize that in addition to being a great leader for Cambodia, but also he's a fellow human being as well. And he stated last night that he's not been able to sleep much last night. And he said, yesterday I had Starbucks, 100% sugar. Maybe he's thanking President Trump and supporting American coffee brands, Starbucks. So he said, yesterday I had a Starbucks, 100% sugar. Today, 30% sugar. Maybe tomorrow, 0% sugar. I need to make sure I don't get diabetes by putting too much sugar in my coffee. And he has mentioned that he's been working nonstop, together, of course, with the other senior government officials in every area to ensure the well-being of the Cambodian people, to bring peace back to Cambodia. That has been the identity of Cambodia for the last several decades, and stability as well, and then we can get back to our lives, we can get back to our careers, we can get back to our daily living and back to our businesses. And so we are thankful for the sacrifices of the leadership, as well as the glimpses into their personal lives over these last several days and even over the last 24 hours. We will bring you more updates as they come through, and just want to thank international viewers wherever you are for hearing the voice of Cambodia. Anything that we bring in these newscasts, our intention is to bring clarity as to what the situation is, what's happening here in Cambodia, and Cambodia has no games to play. We have no acts to put on. We have no charades to play. We just want to get back to our normal lives, and we really do hope and believe that the discussions that are happening now as we speak in Malaysia between the General Border Committee of the two nations will be fruitful, and then we get back to our lives. I'll bring you more updates as they come through. Signing off from Phnom Penh, I'm Jesse McCall, here in the studio of Tor Young News.
ត្រយ៉ងនាំសារពិតគ្រប់ទីកន្លែង